do we start seeing an overcrowding of brands on the market? I think we're getting to the point now where we have our legacy brands. We've got our Michter's, our Buffalo Trace, our Old Forester, but each one of those they're trying to like put their tentacles out even further. They're trying to even create more and more little small limited editions. And then you've got all the MGPs of the world. You've got everybody that's got investor barrels. You got podcasters coming out their own. Like it's like a nonstop flood of things that are coming out. So I kind of get your thoughts on like, where is the market going? And do we feel like we're getting saturated at this point? Yeah,
I mean, I definitely think there's some level of oversaturation going on. Like we get notes almost on a weekly basis that's like, hey, what do you know about this insert XYZ bourbon that I've never heard of? And I'm like, I have literally never heard of that. And my job is that I should have heard of that. And I don't know what you're talking about. And so then they'll tell me, oh, it's this, and that. And I'm just like, man, it just feels like every day there's something new. And like, I don't know how you could keep up. And when you have that many options, like how are people supposed to choose, because they have a finite amount of money to spend on this stuff. So I don't know. I struggle with it though, because then there's groups of people who don't have access to things like they're never going to get access to, again, Buffalo Trace products or whatever. So they need more options, but then how do they choose between all the options, right? I think at some point, for me, it comes down to how transparent they're being so that when someone can make an educated choice. But yeah, it's overwhelming with all the marketing and the lack of transparency in some cases, or, you're choosing between 5 different things, but like you said, they're all MGP. So does it really matter which one you choose? Mm-hmm. You're just choosing based off the label.
Yeah, it'd be like your 5-year MGP tastes a lot better than this other 5-year MGP. Why? I don't know. I think we had a great run. Like that's always the thing I think people lean on is it was such a great run of barrels. Like, I don't think I've had a bad run of barrels from MGP that I've been like, I don't know about these barrels. Like it just seems like one of those things. It's just that people lean on that.
Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit to that, just that we've seen personally, because we've done 3 picks of Nulu now, and that's MGP. We went on barrel day, so they were getting 50 barrels delivered, and we sort of had, run of the place. So we did literally find this one that we absolutely thought was, 5-year, 4-month barrel strength MGP. And honestly, it's one of our favorite picks we did last year. So I can see where they're coming from, but I can also see your point of like, but there might be some that are a little bit above others, but there's not really going to be a bad one out there. And why is this one that's 5 years, $40, and this one over here is 5 years and it's $80, and this one over here is $120, and there can be such a big gap between them. And how do you explain it? So it is tough.
Yeah, you have that. And don't want to get it wrong. MGP is also a great product. 5 to 6 years is a really good mark for it. And a lot of people are trending towards that. I just feel that you get to the point where, as Chad said, like, how do you differentiate between the price differences? But it's also getting to the point where us as in the bourbon media world, and even of our listeners, your subscribers, they're smart. Like these are smart. These are bourbon geeks. Like they know what's going on. They can kind of read through the lines and they can see exactly like, oh, okay, this is just another Source MGP product. But for the most part of the consumer market out there, I don't think they know the difference. And it's just going to be a storytelling, kind of like who wins at the storytelling and who wins at the label at this point.
Who is the best ad agency?
Who has the prettiest bottle?
Yeah.